Hello, my children. We're going to be talking about kind of video games today. We're going to be talking about two, in particular. I've played one. No, wait, no, I've played both. I've played both, and I've actually watched both. We're going to be talking about two movies that recently released: Return to Silent Hill and the Iron Lung movie made by Markiplier. And if you're wondering why I'm comparing these films, is because they're both video game films that just came out at around the same time. I've watched them both twice, both me and my editor. And if you're wondering, who out of me and my editors is the bigger Silent Hill fan, it's him. I'm gonna warn you now. I might be a bit pessimistic towards Return to Silent Hill. I get some people are looking at it in a new light, and I really enjoy that. It's really good for a movie to have its own fan base. And every movie and every game is someone's favorite, right? So, an Iron Lung, it has its problems. It's not overly just good. It's not as bad as IGN made it, to where it's a fucking 4. That makes no goddamn sense. But I just want to talk about it and get out my feelings about it and see what you guys think about it too, because I feel like most people have a similar opinion or don't have, like, I don't know. And we'll see, alright? So, I'm going to start off, the way I'm going to do it is the beginning, middle, end. I know, original, but the reason I'm doing it like that is because if you want to watch it, go watch it. Warning, this entire video is going to be spoilers for the Iron Lung, Return to Silent Hill movie. So, up to your own discretion whether or not you want to spoil it, if you haven't seen it. But, let's get into it. I feel like, and the reason I'm doing the beginnings is because I feel like you can tell how the movies are going to be based off of the intros. Return to Silent Hill, let's start with that one. It starts off with Ethan. It's Ethan, right? No, it's not Ethan. James. Fuck, I'm thinking of Resident Evil 7. Wrong jacket. But James is driving to Silent Hill, or driving through Silent Hill, or about to, and he is in a Mustang, about to light up a fucking joint, and then he almost crashes and runs into his then-to-be wife Mary. And then they talk, they say, whatever, I'm gonna go back into town. He takes her into town, and then they start. That's where the movie starts. And I wanted to talk so much about these two intros because here's just in the intro to Silent Hill, I can already tell what the movie's going to be. First off, it's not going to be a 1-to-1 for it's not going to be as faithful as they made it out to be when I heard about it. I heard the director said this is going to be completely faithful, not tied to any other Silent Hill movie, and I'm like, great. But the intro, if you're being faithful, I'm going to let you know right now, bad move to fucking basically suplex your audience, especially the Silent Hill fans, I'm assuming that's what this movie was for, because if not, I don't see how. Anyway, average moviegoer can like it, by the way. Silent Hill fans probably have a difficult time. But yeah, just the beginning where it's just like James smoking a joint and stuff, and him then all of a sudden running into Mary. I'll tell you why that's a bad move right now. The thing is, I feel like it's a lot more nuanced if you just hear about the relationship and just only see the relationship at the end, like them interacting, because then it's like Mary has this like ambiance to her to where it's like a mystery, or like, because in the games you see her like, you don't see her too often. You got a picture of her, which, mentioning, he never fucking uses a picture in the entire movie, which I get it. Minor nitpick, but whatever. And my god, it's not a bad start, but it is certainly a weird one for a adaptation of Silent Hill. Like, and then he, like, okay, explaining the relationship between James and her could work if it's flashbacks while he's in the world of Silent Hill, or in the little purgatory he's in. I feel like that would have been a better move, because then you wouldn't. I feel like growing an attachment to James first is what you need to do, then to Mary, And even then, we knew way too much about Mary in this movie, in my opinion. We know next to nothing or not a whole lot about Mary in the Silent Hill franchise. We know that she died in a fucking hospital bed, and it's pretty much it. Like, and I think she may have wanted a kid at some point. But I don't know. But yeah, the beginning's not bad, but it ain't good, and you know that they're based off the intro. It's gonna be a ride that ain't gonna be faithful, and it ain't gonna be terrible either. Like it ain't gonna be good and ain't gonna be bad. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a middling movie. It's, in my opinion, kind of a bad movie. Um, then we've got the Iron Lung movie. This movie starts off with a banger, and this movie fucking dabs you up, says we're in for a ride, but he lets you know that it's going to be a long one because it's going to feel like someone's zapping your titties with tasers the entire time. Because the movie's really fucking like dragging, and I feel like that's not the fault of Mark. And I really enjoy the intro because it's like, first of all, I love it because I think the intro with the submarine lowering into the blood and the guys narrating it um, is like so. I think they did it with a miniature, is what I'm trying to say. But it is so unique and awesome that it is like, oh, a guy narrating about the quiet rapture and stuff, and how it's like there might be more in these moons. You can basically get the basic gist of what the movie's going to be based off of the intro alone. Dude in a submarine gets lowered into blood ocean. Everyone has started disappearing. The only people on that's left is people on space stations. We got to figure out what's going on with these moons. So, yeah, and over time, more and more stars keep fading because they're all gone. That's a awesome premise, and I love it. It is a unique, like the intro, the voice acting, the miniature. Just get you fucking going. You know this is gonna be a, like a an almost 1-to-1 scale, like recreation of the film, and it's gonna be so fucking good. So, yeah, it is, oh, just everything. And compared to the Silent Hill, where it's like it's changing the characters already from what they are right off the rip. I get it. It's enticing to change things, but like James and Mary shouldn't have been changed like at all in my opinion. Okay, you could make like James an artist, let's say that, which in my opinion would have worked. You could have like shown the monsters early on in like flashbacks whenever he thinks about them. Uh like oh I painted that, or like it reminds me of this painting, like an abstract photo. You don't have to have it in like the back, like in frame. You could have it in the foreground or something. But God, compare that to like Iron Lung, and it starts off with Mark getting lowered in. I will say the one thing I do like about I'm gonna say I've been singing the praises of Iron Lung too much, and I've been too negative about Return. Okay, the one thing I will say I love about Return is that the casting amazing. Mary and James, if I were to myself give it a shot, which I never will, it's never gonna happen, and if it does, goddamn, but it won't. I would cast the same two people, but I would choose. I would just like. I would only change their clothing, and other than that, that's it. Also, the car. I would change the car to something else. I feel like if he is a weed smoking artist, most people should know this. Artists can't afford anything unless they draw furry art. So something tells me that James isn't drawing that since he uses painting equipment. So I don't know. Maybe he draws feet on the side. I don't know. But I do like that it early on establishes like the negative is also a positive. I like that we get to see a connection between Mary and James, because again, I feel like you could have done that throughout the movie through flashbacks, but doing it now, fine, whatever. And you get to like grow attached to them a little bit, not really, but you get to see like the chemistry between them before everything happens. And then James is drunk, and then yeah. But then Iron Lung, Mark's acting at the beginning, you can tell he's not in it yet, and I feel like I feel like Moist Critical had the right opinion that the thing is with Markiplier is I feel like when you put him in a role, it takes him a second to get adjusted, and I can't blame him. Acting's hard, but getting adjusted to the role, you can tell it almost felt like he was like not acting yet. He was almost Markiplier playing someone instead of, you know, Mark playing someone, if you know what I mean. It felt like he wasn't playing someone. It felt like his YouTube personality was playing someone. And you can say they're basically the same person, but Mark definitely has a more energetic appearance on screen, on camera. But yeah, I would that's my opinion on both. They both have goods and negatives to them, but oh my god, we're gonna get into the middle. I Okay, let me tell you. The first time I watched it, Return to Silent Hill, I was with my editor, and we were both watching it together. He's a huge Silent Hill fan, and we're going to talk about the middle now. There is so much they change in this film, and either get blatantly wrong, or just, oh my god, like there. Let me tell you some middling parts, and I'll tell you why I have a problem with them. And I'll tell you what some good stuff. I'll just tell you right now. There is a scene with James and the fat dude, like Eddie, I think his name is. And there's this like, the two-legged, like four-legged monsters. That turns into a giant demon baby thing. And honestly, not a bad design. I liked it. You can say whatever you want. I loved it. And I loved the new design of it. It wasn't bad, it wasn't awful, but it follows exactly after that. It falls into something that I don't like. Or it follows up something I don't like. Pyramid Head. I love Pyramid Head. He has one of the biggest amounts of aura, most aura in any horror franchise. Mr. X and everything doesn't compare to him because he just exudes so much presence. In this movie, he didn't feel like a presence. He felt like a fog. He felt like a fucking fog machine. You get a Spirit Halloween, you got $15, okay? This dude shows up, he chops the legs off the thing and like is like struggling with it, and I get this like recreating the, implied scene at the in the beginning of Silent Hill 2. And you might be like, oh, this is in the middle. Okay, I can't exactly think about the exact middle of the movie because I don't have it right now to skim. But I'm middling parts. Because I can't consider the first hour a fucking beginning. But my problem with it is that then he finds James and he opens it. Why? Why did he open it? And then the alarm goes off or it shows Pyramid Head's face. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you showing his face? Like, actually. Okay? There is no reason to show his face. And I'm going to tell you right now, you want to know what would have been a better reveal? Something near the end where James is painting the head of Pyramid Head over his own. You don't have to show James's face. The audience can kind of get that. All you had to do is just go show him going, oh, with James, and that would have been it. Like, it would have been perfect, in my opinion. And not only that, Pyramid Head shows up twice in the movie. What are you doing? That man, that's him. That's like the face of the entire franchise. Whether or not the creator wants to like admit it, he is like the face of Silent Hill. Like, that's like having Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 show up for 2 scenes and like he explodes at the end of both. You've gotten rid of all of his all of his being of intimidation. It's all gone because you can't resist showing his face. And it's so stupid. And I noticed early on, and this is something I'm gonna say, I noticed that Eddie looked like James. I'm like, oh, are they gonna do this thing where everyone's like a subsidy or something of James and Mary? And I'm like, oh, that can be fun. But it wasn't. It was kind of stupid. It's so, But I will say the new design of Pyramid Head is good. I really fuck with the new Pyramid Head design. Um, and what is something else I like? Fuck, it is so hard. I liked a decent bit about this movie, but God. Oh, the beginning. I guess is more towards the beginning. With the spitting acids, dude, that was sick. When and every time like when the dude melts, that's what I mean by it was sick. It was awesome, and it was faithful. And then you got James carrying around a little pipe. I thought that was kind of funny. Honestly, it should have been like a giant one. Don't care how comical that would have been. That would have been funnier. But also, whenever it transitions over to the other world, oh my god, it is so good. And it starts where James's hand, like it starts with James at the center of it. Oh, cinema. That's what I mean. This movie, the thing is with the movie, it has goods and it has bads, but the issue with the bads is that they outweigh the fucking good. I can't. Oh, and then you've got Eddie or whatever his name is. He's so fucking like not even. He disappears. I get there was a deleted scene with Eddie. Hopefully, we'll have him in the director's cut. But God, oh, the dumb. It outweighs so much. But yeah, I just. Oh, and I'll tell you this. Put in perspective how bad this movie was at times. And this is just my opinion. If you like the movie, you like the movie, okay? I'm not saying that my opinion's the judge, jury, execution. I'm not Judge Dredd out here trying to shoot you in the back of the head with this goddamn opinion. My editor loves Silent Hill, like I've said countless times now, but he was like miserable. And I kept thinking to myself, man, I'm not having a fun time sometimes. And I would look over at Matthew, my editor. I'm going to have him edit that out. I looked over at my editor and I was like, God, I could have like such a worse time right now. But I didn't. It was like bad. Honestly, I don't think my editor would care. I'll ask him. I don't think he would. But anyway, yeah, it just God. Oh, it was just. I looked over my editor and I'm like, God, it could be like so much worse right now because he's like having not a good time at all, and I think that's the problem when you promise fans like this will be like a faithful adaptation. It's just not. And then you've got Iron Lung. The problem is with the middle is let me give you an example of something good where Simon's finally figuring out, oh, this is where I gotta go. So he moves around and then he gets knocked out. And then he figures out, oh, I'm off the map. So then he figures out how to get back to where he was. That's an enjoyable scene where he like presses it sees the skeleton of the thing that he's looking after. I think it's a skeleton. Or he sees the thing, the monster, the fish in the ocean. And he's like, oh my god, what the fuck? It is like so good because it gives you that dread. And it encapsulates what the Iron Lung is. You're stuck in the fucking submarine, but there's something there. That's the issue. It is something that you can't like explain. It is so like terrifying how big it is. And you are just this little thing and that thing is huge and you can't do anything about it. It will come for you. Like it is so good in terms of like dread. And but I will say, and if you're wondering why it's so short, what I'm talking about is because there ain't much more to say. Like that's what the movie is. It's him stuck in a submarine for the middle part of it. Like I liked the part where he starts going insane and then he starts hearing stuff and then he like loses his mind. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" And he like punches the voice box because it like won't stop talking. Keeps saying like hull breached or something. It is so good. But I will say the major problem I have is this movie. Oh, it's like a corpse sometimes. It doesn't move. Like, I get it, Mark, this is your first fucking movie, but God, it's so, it's so fucking slow at times. And I know it was slow because I fell asleep the first time watching it. Then I watched it the second time. And I watched the part I fell asleep at. And it's good. But God, I feel like there should be parts that are cut out or edited so that way it's faster, moves slower, not slower, moves smoother, and is like tightly knitted. Like the amount of times you see him like hit the button as like a light, I feel like you could have cut it down to where it's not using it as much. Like he does it 2 to 3 times and that's it. But it's like constantly like bing, bing, and then the electricity going out. I don't think that was entirely necessary, but I'm not a director. Be it far from me, so you know what? Whatever. But yeah, and it's unlike Silent Hill. The bad doesn't outweigh the good. The good is so good that it's like, God, this pie is good, but there's too much of it. Like it's that kind of thing. And then we've got the end. Ugh. I started enjoying myself at the end of Return to Silent Hill when Maria, I think it is, the woman that looks like Mary but isn't Mary, is like trying to coax James. Also, another Maria or whatever his name is. Oh, excellent casting. But I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, I had fun with the bobblehead nurses, and then it's like, oh, whatever. She dies, which is like, all right, that's stupid, but I mean, she dies in the game, so it's fine. But James like summoning Pyramid Head like he's a fucking Pokemon is stupid. And then I'm sorry if I'm being so negative. This movie is just brings out the bad in some people, dude. Like God. And then you've got but like I will say another thing I like is I do appreciate they tried something new with Mary and all the other girls that you see in it, but it don't work. And also I'm gonna say this. Fuck the cult. I forgot to mention that in the middle. The cult is dog ass. Okay? It's the whole reason that every one of Mary's personalities, which is what I'm going to call them, is Mary. They didn't need to be all Mary. Because then it takes away from Silent Hill being a purgatory. In my opinion, what would be best for this director is, and he expressed this on Twitter, I'm pretty sure, that he wouldn't want to direct another Silent Hill adaptation, but would want Team Silent for them to give him a movie to direct. Like, a movie set in the world of Silent Hill. That'd be fucking amazing. This guy can actually do shit. He also directed the first Silent Hill movie, and if you don't know about that one, it's not bad. Like, yeah, Harry Mason's replaced by a woman, and the woman and Harry is, like, switched around, but it works. Like, a lot. Like, it's not bad. It's, like, my favorite Silent Hill movie at this point, and that's not saying much, but still. And, oh, God. And then the end of this movie, when it's, like, revealed that all of the women are, like, names of Mary. How do you not remember her name? I get it. Like, she died, and she's your girlfriend now, which also I forgot to mention. Guess what? James and Mary, who are husband and wife in the original, aren't even married. What are you doing? Like, I get it. I love My Girlfriend, but if an acid-spewing monster showed up, I would press on, but as soon as Pyramid Head showed up, I'd be like, bro, I think she's dead. And I think my girlfriend would respect that decision. So, like, whatever, dude. And then in the end, I will say the best part about the end is where James is taking Mary's life, and it's kind of her own decision because everything else has been made up for her. That was a beautiful scene, and it got me a little bit because it was like, oh, she's finally making a decision for herself, and it's like letting her go out on her own terms by the person that she loves, and I'm like, that's sweet, but like the lead up to it is just so much. Like, God, like, yeah. And again, I get it. This movie isn't all bad. Like, there's always good in every movie almost. Like, I'm sure you can find something good in most movies that you watch, but God, it was just hard. I know I'm saying God, he might propel down on a fucking ladder behind me and strike me, but oh, and then we're going to talk about the end of Iron Lung. The end of Iron Lung is extremely strong. You finally get the monsters pursuing Mark because it's Simon actually, but I'm gonna call him Mark because it's Markiplier that's playing him. And I really enjoyed the part where he's like actively doing stuff. He's in the blood, and it's starting to mutate him and like cut him and like fuck him up, and it like rips off his arm, and then the monster is like, and you got the scene where Markiplier's like, all right, you want me, you want to eat me, fucking try, and then he like rams it in the head. That was amazing. I love that entire sequence. But he is it is such a good part to where it's like, the thing is it's like speechless. The only part that sucked is about the shaky cam at the end. If it wasn't shaky cam, the ending would be like perfect. Simon finally realizes he's not getting out of here. This is bigger than him. He needs to do this for the cause, even if it means he dies. So he like puts the black box around the trying to think of the name of the chest thing, the life jacket, and then he lets it go, and then that's it. Like the ending, and then they find it in the blood ocean, and it turns out that like it did matter because he ultimately won against the monster because it didn't get the black box. The other people did, which is amazing. I will say the problem is with Iron Lung is there is so many little plot points that it's hard to all connect into one movie. Like the mysterious light. I forgot about it, and then when it was showing up in the movie, I was like, oh right, fuck. I forgot about this. Why'd they do that? Like, I get it. It's probably imperative to the story, along with the giant eye that comes by and like takes off half of the like sub, and then Mark wakes up in the blood ocean. Yeah, that was pretty cool, but I don't know. I feel like editing could have done away with some moments not moments, but like cut it down so that way it wasn't so long. But yeah, overall the movie's good. And then Return to Silent Hill, I'm gonna give them both out of 10, so that way you guys can understand. Silent Hill was like a 5, like maybe a 4, dude, on a bad day. Like 5 on a good day, 4 on a bad day, dude. This shit was fucking dog ass. Like, it was bad. Like, I get it. There's so many things that you could say about it. Like, from a non-perspective of like a Silent Hill fan, it can be fine. But like, it's impossible to separate it from me, and that's my fault. I get it. So if you're a Silent Hill fan, dude, it might just you might hate it. And in 5 years, this might have a cult following. We'll see. But Iron Lung out of 10, dude. It's probably like a fucking 7 on a bad day, 8 on a good day. Like, it is pretty good. Mark did an amazing job. Congrats on crushing it at the box office. It's made like 10 times its budget, and it had a budget of $3 million. And I want the director of Silent Hill to keep succeeding. I'm not trying to shit on him. Art's hard to make, and this is what it is. It's art. It's like judging a canvas on both sides. Like, both did things good on the canvas, and both did things bad. But overall, one did more better than good, and one did more bad than good. So, and art is subjective here. My opinion isn't the law of the land, just like yours isn't. We all have different opinions. But yeah, it is like, that's it. I hope you guys have had a good time listening to me basically vent about how much Silent Hill bothered me. But that's it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your opinions on both movies, and go watch Iron Lung. Go watch Return to Silent Hill. I don't know if it's in theater still by the time this video comes out, but if it's not, rent it, buy it, buy the steelbook of both. Put them on a shelf. They deserve it. In both ways, that like, we need more video game adaptations, so let's keep that ball rolling. So like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. See ya.